So, as a kid, me and my mum would move around an absolute hell of a lot. So we moved to this place called Redditch. Now, I don't know if any of you know Redditch, but it's a lovely place until you get to the people. They are horrid, horrid people. So we'd lived there for about a year and a half. My mum hadn't quite set up school yet. So I was sitting in my room and I was just reminiscing about the good old days I had with my mates. You know, when I used to be the king of these monkey bars, I was the best. Literally, I was known for these monkey bars. I was the best. And then I always used to look out my window and I'd see these two kids. Now, one lad, he was quite skinny, looked quite athletic, looks like he could run a marathon and do it in a second. And the other lad, he was quite big, quite strong, and a little bit chubby. So I thought, all right, I don't want to get on the wrong side of you. And one day, they look up, and I'm like, oh no, they've seen me. And they both start walking towards my house. I'm like, oh God, what am I going to do? And they knock on the door. I'm like, oh, what do I do? So I ran to the top of the stairs, and I waited. My mum went on the door. You all right, lads? And I was, oh, come on, what are they going to say? Is your son coming out to play? Before my mum had a second to speak, I was gone. Down these stairs. Bum! Bye, mum! I'm going. I'm not coming back. So, went out. I learned the skinny lad, his name was Will. And the big lad, his name was John. So we decided, as 7-year-old kids, we're going to go to the park. So, we're off to the park. And we meet this other lad. This other lad doesn't look quite right. He looks a little bit, how do I say it? Like he'd snitch on you if he was to say anything. So I thought, oh, okay, let's not try and get on the bad side of these people already. So we do what kids do at the park. Went on the roundabout, went on the swings, then it comes to these monkey bars, and I'm like, here we go. This is my time. So Will, the skinny lad, goes across. He's gone. And then he gets to John, the quite big lad. He's struggling across these monkey bars. And he's proper struggling. And then he gets to the other lad. His name was Aaron. He just wouldn't go. I'm so scared. It's so high. I'm going to hurt myself. And I'm sat behind him. I'm like, come on. Hurry up, mate. I want to get on these monkey bars. I want to show how good I am. Oh, I'm so scared. Frustration keep building. I'm scared. Gone. This lad just goes straight on the floor. Doesn't move for a good 30 seconds. So I go across these monkey bars and I'm better than Will. I'm gone. I am like a wizard on these. Gone. And then both Will and John start walking towards me. Hey, They just walk straight past me. And I'm like, oh, hang on a minute. Why have you both just walked past me? So I look and Aaron's on the floor crying. And I'm like, okay, he's just fell. So he must have hurt his knee, hurt his leg. I don't know. Something's wrong with him. And then my mum calls, come on, Lee. We're going to go home now. So off we go, back home. And I didn't hear from them for a good week. By that time, my mum had set up my school. So I was all integrated. Everyone was happy. And then Will comes and knocks on the door. Come on, Lee. We're going to go to the park. So we're at these swings. And we're just talking about how school's going. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, everything's going all right. And then this woman just stares at me. Her eyes are hungry. And the second her mouth comes out, just pure vileness spills out. Who do you think you are? You are my child. What are you doing? I'm like, what the hell are you on about? I don't know. And I look behind her and there's this lad. Now this lad's in a cast. And I'm like, okay, who is he? So I have a good inspection. I'm like, oh, it's Aaron. Right. And this woman's still hurling abuse at me. Who do you think you are? You just hurt my son. And Will, who sat with me, goes and sits with them. And I'm like, so it's you versus me, right? Okay. What am I going to do? So as a 7-year-old kid, I go home to my mum. I'm like, Mum, I'm so scared. And she says, right, Lee, you're not going to that park again. And from that day, I've just never, ever, ever been to that park again. Thank you for listening, guys.